welcome to Lindork Does Life. In this week's episode, we're hiking Johnston Canyon in Banff National Park. My name is Linda Huang, and I'm a Canadian blogger and now video blogger sharing about my life. Tune in each week as I do something. I'll try things you might want to try, visit places you might want to visit, and eat food you might want to eat. I hope you join me as I do life.
Johnston Canyon is one of the most popular destinations in Banff National Park, Alberta.
Just walking through the canyon.
Watch your head.
It's a family-friendly, fairly busy location that offers a bunch of different views and scenic destinations.
Even in winter, when the creek's eternal flow seems frozen in time, erosion continues. Water seeps into cracks on warm days and chips off small chunks of rock when it freezes and expands at night.
On this hike, catwalks take you deep into and you're surrounded by the canyon. Journey over the creek and marvel at views in all directions. About a kilometer into your hike, you arrive at the Lower Falls, a beautiful waterfall that you can get even closer access to by ducking into a small, short tunnel. Whoa, it gets so narrow.
In the winter, between the Lower Falls and Upper Falls, there are two paths off the main trail where you can hike down to the canyon floor.
Secret waterfall. Our first Johnston Canyon side quest took us to this beautiful frozen waterfall. Oh, so pretty! An Instagrammable cliff.
Along the second canyon side quest, closer to the Upper Falls, you come across this stunning cave and iconic standalone rock formation.
Gary's sleeping. Gary is not impressed with the Instagrammable cave.
These additional areas are only accessible during wintertime because the rest of the year, they're home to black swift bird nests. In 2019, black swifts were designated as an endangered species in Canada.
Their population has declined in this area by 70% over about the past decade, and since the closure has been in place, their population is increasing again. They're very sensitive to human use.
It's really important visitors don't explore these areas when it's not winter, or else you risk endangering this declining bird population even more. In fact, you can get a hefty fine for entering these closed areas at other times of year.
Don't come here when it's closed.
Without our detours, you get to the upper waterfall viewpoint about 2.5 kilometers into your hike. Johnston Canyon is a really popular spot for ice climbing because of all the beautiful frozen waterfalls. When we went, visitors got to watch ice climbers in action. Fun fact, I've actually been ice climbing 3 times. Everyone is always surprised when I tell them that.
At Johnston Canyon, my adventure cat friend Great Grams of Gary brought so much joy to hikers.
You're a movie star.
Johnston Canyon is pretty icy, so it's common to use the railings as you hike. Investing in traction aid spikes for your shoes and bringing along poles makes this hike a lot smoother.
We're walking effortlessly because we're wearing ice cleats and traction aids.
Johnston Canyon is one of the busiest spots in Banff, in large part because it's so accessible and offers so many viewpoints at one destination. I love that it's a pretty easy hike, but I don't love how busy it is. Generally, it's recommended you visit Johnston Canyon early in the morning to avoid crowds. It takes about 2 to 3 hours to do Johnston Canyon to the Upper Falls, depending on how many people are ahead of you on the trail and whether you take the Instagrammable detours like we did. The parking lot also fills up fast, so you could consider taking Rome Public Transit from the town of Banff to head to this day trip adventure spot.
Thanks for watching this week's episode of Lindork Does Life. See you next week. Okay, keep walking, babe. Don't look at me. Very hiker. Much hiking.